had not planned Chaand Baaliyan to become a hit. So
Right.
I mean, I don't even consider it my song anymore. It's people's song now. I have to keep experimenting because Chaand Baaliyan also came out of an experiment. I tried doing a couple of similar songs, but they never saw the light of the day because I got bored कि यार पता चल रहा है कि वही चीज दोबारा करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. I loved creating music for Slum Golf because I had to write and compose according to the story,
Right.
and you can't over or underdo that. You have to
Right.
strike a balance. I'm a doctor also. I'm a
Right.
pathologist,
Right.
and I was doing music side by side
Right.
uh, while practicing medicine.
Welcome to News 18 Showsha. I'm Yatamanyu Narain and I'm with Aditya A, who redefined the indie space with his single Chaand Baaliyan. How are you, Aditya?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on your show.
Right. So he has come up with a brand new EP, which is Sunday, and it has got 3 songs, 3 amazing songs. We're going to talk about that and much more. So,
Right.
I mean, starting off with the first song of the EP, which is Pagal Rehne De. I mean, it's a very breezy and relaxing kind of a song, and it has been composed in that way. So, how did you come up with that, carefree quality of that song?
So that's what that song is trying to say, that like if I'm crazy in my head, then let me be.
Right.
So that is the whole message of the song, and the song talks about in the last verse it talks about getting older but still being crazy in the head. तो
Right.
मेरा वही thought था. It's addressing the fears of a growing guy and still remaining true to the heart. So
Right.
that's what I've tried to convey.
Right. So, coming to the next song, which is Sunday. I mean, again, it's a very lo-fi, relaxing kind of song, and it does encapsulate the emotion of that
Hmm.
one day we all look forward to, which is Sunday. So, I mean, how did you come up with this composition, and how did you collaborate with Nalayak on this?
So Sunday is also like एक, it's sort of an ode to the day we all wait for.
Right.
Since we are students, since we are kids, so
Right.
I wanted to do something about it. So and I did it through the song. And Nalayak is like, आप उसको देखोगे और आपको लगेगा he's perfect for Sunday because he has that crazy shit going about him.
Right.
So I called him and I said कि let's do this, and he was also very excited कि बहुत सही है. And then we got Ronit Minta on board to produce the song.
Right.
And, बस फिर उसके बाद like it just rolled and we
Right.
completed the song. तो बहुत मजा आया इसमें.
Right. And I mean, Gajra, which is a very groovy song, but it doesn't overdo the elements of dance music. I mean, the music is present in the background, but it's enough for you to sway with the music, and you kind of struck a balance between creating a song that is not outrightly a dance song, but at the same time retains the very chill vibe of is present in most of your songs. So I mean, how challenging was balancing that, and what's the story behind this track?
So Gajra was produced by Ravator. The music was produced by him, and he's done a great job on this. And we were thinking about something कि बीच में कहीं पे गाने को थोड़ा और exciting या quirky कैसे बनाया जा सकता है.
Right.
So we tried that electronic sort of hook बीच में.
Right.
Which by accident it became, and वो अच्छा लगने लग गया by chance. So I mean we were just putting a sound, and we were like not planning to cut it, but वो किया तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. So that's
Right.
how it came
Right.
about. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, like you have consistently released singles this year. I mean, starting off with No FOMO that came out early in January. I mean, I think in a couple of days after New Year's, and a song like Sadre, which is an apt wedding ballad kind of a song. So, I mean, what sort of evolution did your sound go through in this span of 12 months? And I mean, what did you discover about your craft, about your music, and most importantly, about your listeners?
I've still not learned anything about my listeners because people people like anything that I mean there are multiple factors that create a popular song, I think, because
Right.
it's not just a good song. It's not enough. There is something else, what's going on in people's lives and what just catches on.
Right.
So you can't predict that too much, I think.
Right.
So what you can do is just be true to the music and have fun while making music. So that's
Right.
my main motto, that everything that I do वो मुझे उसमें fun आना चाहिए, तभी वो
Right.
लोग relate कर पाएंगे. So yeah.
बट आपने अपने मतलब जो साउंड है, जो 12 महीने किए जर्नी, मतलब जितने सारे आपने सिंगल्स रिलीज किए, तो उसमें आपने कोई नोटिस चेंज किया आपके मतलब में, या आपका जो कैसा उसका वो वेदर इट इवॉल्व्ड, क्या उस पे आपके क्या व्यूज
So, yes, obviously you learn something or the other from every track that
हैं?
you release. And then you realize, okay, the guitars that I've used, I can do this differently and, create a different sound, like which you have not done before.
राइट
And every collaboration also brings its own learnings.
राइट
Like, with Ronit, I realized ki I don't have to be stuck up with my own sound,
यस
and you can experiment with new sounds also.
एग्जैक्ट
So yeah, so I mean, you have to keep an open mind and have faith in the process. Yeah.
Right, right. So, I mean, of all the songs that you released this year, which one is the closest to your heart? And also, you composed songs for the OTT series, which is Slum Golf. So,
Slum
how
Golf.
was the experience, and whether you would like to work more in that OTT space or commercial cinema space?
I loved creating music for Slum Golf because I had to write and compose according to the story,
Right,
and you can't over or underdo that. You have to
right,
strike a balance, and you
right,
have to, like your director should really want to use that song in the story.
right,
And they also featured me in the video in all the songs, so that was a big thing for me. So I loved doing that, and वो उसमें एक writing भी it's something that I would never have explored had the series not been there.
right,
So that's something I did just for the series. So it obviously expands your repertoire and makes you
right.
do things that you wouldn't otherwise do.
Right, right, right. So, Chaand Baaliyan, introduce your talent to the entire world. But when an artist delivers a song which is, which becomes a mega hit like Chaand Baaliyan, and it goes viral all over the world, so they're bound to, feel the pressure to come out with something that exceeds the previous song. So, I mean, in this day and age of social media, did you feel that pressure on you? And if yes, how did you tackle it and not let that, get it inside your head?
See, I had not planned Chaand Baaliyan to become a hit. So
Right,
I mean I don't even consider it my song anymore. It's people's song now. So अब मैं उस वो दिमाग से निकल चुका है. अब मैं म्यूजिक आगे निकल चुका हूँ उससे.
right,
So but obviously it's a blessing to have such a big song.
right,
And वो comparisons, it's natural to compare to your biggest hit,
right,
everything that you do.
right,
So, but I don't take that pressure to my studio when I'm composing.
right,
So I have to keep experimenting because Chaand Baaliyan also came out of an experiment.
right.
So yeah, I should do that.
Right, right, right. So, I've also seen artists that go, viral. They tend to stick to a formula that made their first song a hit. But in your case, like you have gone out and about from your comfort zone, and like you have always experimented with your sound. So, how do you? What prevents you from not sticking to a certain formula for your song to be able to, reach out to the larger audience?
Because I myself get bored when I create the same thing again and again.
Right,
So I tried doing a couple of similar songs, but they never saw the light of the day because I got bored कि यार पता चल रहा है कि वही चीज दोबारा करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So I don't want to do that. So
right.
तो वैसा ही
So, I also wanted to
है.
talk about some of your previous songs that had released before Chaand Bali. I mean, for instance, Mann Samandar. It's such an eclectic track, and I can see shades of Hindustani classical music in that composition. So, what can you tell us about that song and your life pre Chaand Bali?
So I'm a doctor also. I'm a
Right,
pathologist,
right,
and I was doing music side by side
right,
while practicing medicine.
right,
And I've learned a bit of Indian classical, and but I was not a good student. I just sat in the class and learned a bit of it. और थोड़ा piano भी सीखा हुआ है मैंने, Western classical piano.
nice.
So you can see those elements in some of my songs. So
Right,
yeah, there is another song called Kangna that also has
yes,
classical elements. Yeah.
right. So, I mean, when are you planning to release a full-fledged LP? And what more do you have in store for your listeners in the coming year?
I'm doing lot more tunes. अभी 5-6 tunes पे काम कर रहा हूँ मैं. बट अभी
Right.
1 महीने तक मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लूंगा बिकॉज अभी एक साथ इतना सारा रिलीज हुआ है.
Okay.
सो आई वुड गिव इट सम स्पेस टू ब्रीथ. तो
Right.
probably next year I'll drop some songs,
Nice.
the ones I like the most, and we'll see
Nice.
how it does.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So that's it from my end. Thank you so much for your time, Aditya. I mean, I enjoyed speaking with you, and I'm
Same here.
looking forward to listening to more of your interesting and exciting tunes.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for your time.